Long Islanders had a messy commute home because of flash flooding. You're looking at a portion of a flooded LIRR track in Bayside, Queens. Commuters were stuck on that train and the fire department was called to get them out. You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. Here's a look at what you can expect throughout the evening when it comes to the rainfall. You can see rain moving its way across Long Island overnight. And here's a look at tomorrow's planner. The rain will clear up in the morning with clouds throughout the day. Now you can read more about the latest heavy rain at Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Now, a New York State parole officer has been indicted for allegedly possessing child porn. Court documents say Colin Kauslesser was stopped and searched at JFK Airport in February. Agents found child sexual abuse media on the 53-year-old's cell phone. The Freeport man also allegedly worked as a licensed psychotherapist for adults and children. He'll be arraigned next week. And the funeral for the NYPD detective killed in the Manhattan mass shooting was held in the Bronx today. Thousands of police officers lined the streets to remember Didarul Islam. He was a father of two, and his widow is pregnant. During the ceremony, the police commissioner announced he was posthumously promoted to detective. He was one of 4 people killed by a gunman on Monday. That gunman later turned the weapon on himself. And there's a new push on Long Island for safe driving. Virginia Huey has a story.
Angel was sweet, innocent, silly, a friend to all. He was endeared wherever he went.
Often, for no reason at all, he would just say, "Daddy, I love you." And it would just make me melt.
9-year-old Angel Salas's parents are left with only memories of their son. The Deer Park boy was killed in August 2022 when a driver high on marijuana and alcohol who was going 119 miles per hour slammed into the car he was riding in.
I got the call no mother ever expects to receive.
In honor of Angel's memory, his parents partnered with the state and law enforcement agencies to launch the Drive Safe Long Island campaign. The initiative targets speeding, impaired driving, and pedestrian safety.
I'm honored Angel was chosen for the Face of This campaign. But behind his face, there are the faces of so many others.
As Newsday's year-long investigation, Dangerous Roads, has shown, every 7 minutes on average, a traffic crash causes death, injury, or significant property damage on Long Island. A Newsday investigation found that traffic crashes killed more than 2,100 people between 2014 and 2023 and seriously injured more than 16,000 people.
Grim reminder of what can happen when you or someone else choose to drive impaired or speed.
One way the state is driving home the message about road safety is with these flyers telling Angel's story. State troopers are handing them out at DWI checkpoints to remind motorists not to drive under the influence.
Last year, we arrested over 1,300 people for driving under the influence of drugs and alcohol. This year to date, that number stands at 858. That's not acceptable.
The state is spending $1.4 million in grants on Long Island on patrols and road safety programs.
He wasn't supposed to go because someone chose wrong.
Angel's mother is hoping the campaign will save others from becoming a statistic.
Please choose the right. Every day is a newfound opportunity to make better choices.
For Newsday TV, I'm Virginia Huey.
National Grid's power plant in Northport hit a milestone, making its biggest production day ever. Newsday's Mark Harrington explains.
A day in late June, the power plant, which is one of Long Island's oldest, had its highest usage day ever, which is pretty astounding in these times. I mean, the plant was first built in 1967 and built in stages through 1977. It's still a workhorse. It's still Long Island's biggest single source of power from a power plant.
This is Suffolk police body camera footage from a few years ago, showing a man named Christopher Cruz who claimed he was beaten by police while handcuffed after he was stopped for allegedly driving a stolen vehicle. Police, prosecutors, defense attorneys, and juries rely on body camera footage in criminal cases. This report by the Suffolk County Human Rights Commission is raising some concerns about how and when Suffolk police are using the technology. According to the report, there were 83 police body camera incidents identified as having compliance issues in terms of video or audio. In 18% of those cases, the body cameras were turned off. In 7%, they weren't turned on. The audio was turned off in 36% of the cases, and the audio was never turned on in 6% of the cases.
That's a real concern. And it's not just a concern for the community and those persons who are impacted by this particular video. It's a concern for good policing and public safety.
This local oversight is part of reforms put into place in 2020 in New York after the death of George Floyd while in the custody of the Minneapolis Police Department. Then Governor Andrew Cuomo ordered police departments to come up with a plan to increase transparency and accountability. While other areas like New York City have civilian review boards, Nassau and Suffolk do not.
Compromise was a civilian board that would review internal affairs cases, but it didn't have its own investigative power. It didn't have its own authority to mete out discipline.
One of the report's authors telling Newsday, the vast majority of officers are doing it right, and yet when they don't, then it is very hard to know what happened. Suffolk PBA President Lou Civillo sent us a statement which reads in part, thousands upon thousands of police interactions were recorded, giving the public unprecedented transparency into how we police. Suffolk Police told us they continuously monitor for compliance, adding, the cameras present challenges, specifically striking the right balance between personal privacy of victims, witnesses, and juveniles, officer safety, and the evidentiary value of the recorded footage in both criminal and internal investigations. I'm Shari Einhorn, Newsday TV.
Most folks are asleep at 4 a.m., but not these people. They're camping out for a tea time. How are you? Welcome to Bethpage Black, where the day starts before the sun does, and it all begins with a parking spot. First come, first to play. Well, you can hear all the alarms going off. It sounds like people are starting to get up now. So who's the craziest? Whose idea was this to camp out? Are you guys all crazy and we're all in it together? We're all in it together. Some bring air mattresses and others get creative. I saw the poker game set up over here. What else are you guys doing all night just to make the time pass by?
Just having a couple of beers and just hanging out and having fun with some of our friends.
Any tips you have for people camping out here?
I would definitely, I got Jersey Mike.
Okay. What time did you guys get here yesterday to secure this tea time?
5 o'clock.
5 p.m. And how many cars were here when you got here?
The 9 before us, so we were the 10th spot.
So you had the built-in camper with the car. Yeah. So, okay. You're cheating a little bit, but it's okay. The rush for tea times has grown since the course moved to walk-ups only ahead of the Ryder Cup.
This past Saturday, there were 202 breakfast tickets and about 150 walk-ups.
Wow. Speaking of breakfast, the sun is shining and we're almost ready to tackle the black, but not until we carb load. And it looks like everybody's getting this Public House burrito. We're in the Public House, the restaurant. And there's a lot of fuel in here, but you might need a little extra. And this is the Transfusion, their classic cocktail. Let's try it. Oh, tastes like fuel too. It's good. Good thing I wasn't playing. You two came at 11? Yeah. Is it worth it? When you're looking at this now, knowing?
No, it was definitely worth it.
Yeah. Yet, the infamous course somehow still tortured me from afar. I almost just fell down the hill. Woo! I almost just got hit by a golf ball. It's okay. The walk is long, lots of hills, and it's about an 8 to 9 mile walk. So if you slept in your car, you're feeling it in your legs right now, and I'm out of breath. The rough is brutal. And the weather? How about a little pouring rain right now?
At least it's not raining.
That aged well. These golfers will do it all just for a shot at the black. And if you're up for the challenge, pack a pillow and bring your swing. For Newsday TV, I'm Carissa Kelman.
We may be in the heat of summer, but two major Halloween attractions have announced they are not opening this fall. The Chambers of Hell owners say it's closing its doors due to rising cost. The Hopog Haunted House was in business for more than a decade. The Great Jack-O-Lantern Blaze says it's not returning to Long Island this year, and instead it's focusing on its Westchester events. All right, here's what's up on Long Island.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think
the Goo Goo Dolls are headed to the beach. They make a stop on the island as part of their Summer Anthem Tour 2025 with Dashboard Confessional. See them Saturday at 7:30.
dead heading east to west, taking my memories, leaving this place.
I know our producer Tracy likes this band. See the Abbott Brothers in Brookville. The Grammy-nominated folk rock brothers will perform songs from their latest album. They're at the Tillis Center Sunday night. Or check out the Doc Adams Old Time Baseball Festival. 10 teams from across the country compete on two fields in the historic 19th century village at Old Bethpage Village Restoration. It's Saturday and Sunday. All right, let's take a quick look at your 7-day forecast in case you want to camp out at the golf course. You can see Saturday, Sunday, we are in the 80s, so it's a good day, actually, to go out there. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we are dry. We are in the 80s. The heat is behind us, folks, and it looks like we're going to have a very nice 7 days.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Sun Nation Energy, helping Long Island homes and businesses save with solar for over 20 years.
You're watching Newsday TV. For more on all the stories you've seen here today, head over to Newsday.com. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us.